Thank you, everybody, for being here for the December regular meeting of the Gender Equity Commission. I'm going to go ahead and call roll. All right. Deborah Gross, Nicole Turney.
Here.
Thank you. Avery Hart.
Here.
Thank you. Devin Taliaferro. Terry Minor Spencer. Julian McLean. Rachel Shepard.
Here.
Thank you. Crystal Wamalua.
Here.
Thank you. Audra Mitchell. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to jump around in the agenda. You're going to skip approval of prior minutes just because we have not hit quorum. So we have not had any public comments, so we can move past that agenda item and move right into reports of special committees. So we had discussed last meeting the 5-year action plan survey for internal departments. I did send that out along with the agenda and just wanted to take some time here to see if anybody had feedback for that survey, or if you haven't gotten a chance to look at it, I can absolutely share my screen and we can run through it. Any comments, or would screen share be helpful?
Are we considering this a first round survey, and then once we receive answers, we'll do more in depth with each department?
I think that whatever you all prefer. I kind of jumped into this late, so if that is the intent, if we wanted to do a more comprehensive survey, we can definitely get it more intensive in the questions.
And I apologize. I know I have not participated in the development of this survey at all yet. And I did miss the first two Gender Equity Commission meetings since we reconvened. But I'd be happy to get more involved from here on out. So if anyone on the call can steer me in the right direction for that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the survey. I think it's a nice start, honestly. Because I think I agree. I think that this is a nice start and then expand on the individual department needs
Mhm.
and with more information gathered with like a follow-up survey. I think that's not a bad idea to start with as well. It's like this is like a general survey, and then we do like the deeper dive depending on the department and their responses to this like general survey. I think that's a good idea, honestly,
Mhm.
because it kind of lets us weed out if we need to do a deep dive in. We might not need to do a deep dive for one department, but something might need something else, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And just review, we can obviously review the responses with you all and identify those departments that we might want to go a little bit deeper with, or if we want to set up conversations with those directors, I think that's certainly a possibility too.
Is that the intention to send this to the directors first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll have the directors do kind of the first round of filling this out, getting the initial info, and then I think we can circle back with them. Um,
I wonder, I know we probably just could get this information through you, Stephanie, but I wonder if it would be helpful to get the demographic information for like the actual employees in each department as well, because I think it is important that we are making sure that like it kind of matches what our communities look like, you know, that are like people that are offering these services. So I wonder if we could get that information as well.
I can certainly ask. I know Devin is not on this call, but we can definitely follow up and see if HR has that information or is able to share that.
Hmm.
Yeah, happy to follow up. Yeah, and like I said, this was just a first draft. So if you do have additional wording suggestions or anything like that, additional questions you want to see, um, on this survey, please feel free to reach out before the next meeting. I know we can't necessarily approve it today, but I think it would be helpful just over the next month or so to have those comments.
I wonder, I know you have a question about like identifying disparities and barriers. Um,
Mhm.
can we, once we have like quorum and everything like that, can we talk about adding the question like, what have you already done
Mhm.
to be more inclusive and equitable for your residents?
I like that.
But I think like I said, I think this is a great start,
Mhm.
especially to like help weed out what department actually needs more support, making sure that we're being equitable and everything like that.
Mhm. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. All right, moving along here to our unfinished business. So we had the internal policy, pregnancy loss leave, as well as the free menstrual products in city facilities. So I had some additional conversations about these two items, and I was told there will be budget implications for both of these. I think we previously thought that the pregnancy loss leave policy would not have budget implications, but that is not the case. So I do think that we are going to have to take a beat on that until the incoming administration comes in and see what budgetary implications there will be there.
Okay.
So I did just want to share that update with you all. Um, Questions on that before I move on to the next item? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And then the will of counsel for PAR, we did talk about this last meeting. James Murray from Councilwoman Gross's office has offered to help draft this will of counsel. So I think right now we just need to slot in some language. And I know, Nicole, you had offered to help with that, and Terry had offered to help. So I think we can just kind of work collaboratively on that. And they're totally willing to help us out with that.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Absolutely. I did not have any new business. Did anybody have anything that they wanted to bring up in terms of new business or announcements?
Mm, I don't have any new business, but I do have a little event I just want to highlight.
Yeah,
Um, it's last minute is tomorrow, but it is the autonomous body shops gala. Um, tomorrow, hold on, let me pull up the invitation right now. Sorry.
you're all good. I'm sad to be missing this one.
Oh no, I didn't go to last year.
I'll be out of town. I'm like, ah, I wish.
Oh no. And I also haven't seen you in person in forever.
No.
Let me see. Hold on, where's my email? Okay, so it is tomorrow um at the I'm not sure what the place is called, but tomorrow from 8 to 11, 1958 Varley Street on the north side over here. I'm not too sure what the facility is where they're having it, but it should be a good time and all about supporting abortion care and access to safe care.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I hope others can go and have fun in my absence.
Yes. But that's all I had.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody else have any announcements?
Yeah, so I didn't want to announce it at the last meeting because I wasn't quite sure if we were going to get here or not, but the commission is actually having a public hearing next Wednesday, the 10th. And I'm bringing it up specifically because the allegations are around sexual orientation and it is against the city of Pittsburgh. So I just thought if anyone is interested, it is open to the public. And I'll be putting out a press release on that shortly so I can share that with the group as well.
Okay.
Can you
Thank
expand on that a little bit more?
Sure. So it's a civil rights complaint that we took that a member of the public was discriminated against by a member of the City of Pittsburgh Public Works staff. Specifically, a slur was allegedly used. And so we found cause on this through our investigative process with the commission. And after that, after attempts to resolve the case with a settlement were not successful, we moved this to a public hearing. So it is a more formal legal proceeding. We have a panel of commissioners that will hear the case brand new. The parties will be represented by their attorneys, and we'll hear all the facts of the case, and then there will be findings of fact and conclusions of law and an order at the end of the entire process. So because this is a sort of rare thing for the commission, and even more rare that we would have a case against the city, being that we're an independent agency, I just thought it would be of interest maybe to this group, specifically because it was a sexual orientation claim.
Yeah, absolutely. What time is the hearing next week?
It begins at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, the 10th.
Thanks for sharing that, Rachel.
Yeah, thank you so much. Is it going to be live or anything, like streamed?
No, we actually are pretty old school about it. We don't allow any kind of audio recording, video recording, or photography in the hearing room.
Okay.
But the actual hearing will be held in the City County building in room 902. So it's our commission conference room that's up here on the 9th floor.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other announcements? Okay, I do have two. So one was an email I just received, and I'm just going to read it out because that's going to be easier. So Marcia Bandies from CDAW Rising had emailed. They are hosting a virtual working session aimed at translating CDAW commitments into actionable strategies. The session will be held on Wednesday, December 10th, which is Human Rights Day. It is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. The focus will be on learning and discussing local approaches to addressing gender-based violence. And there will also be an informal follow-up gathering on Sunday, December 14th from 1 to 3 and 4 to 6. I will just circulate this email to you all so you have it. They are asking for the registration form to be complete by the end of the day. So I know that's very last minute, but I'll send it out as soon as this meeting wraps, and just so you have all the information if you're interested in attending. And then my only other kind of announcement with the incoming administration in January, I'm not quite clear yet who will be staffing this commission. I will be transitioning hopefully into a different role. So I'm not quite sure who the mayor's office staffer will be, but I will hold down the fort until I know, and I will be sure to update you all when I have that information. So it might be towards the end of the month that I find out. But I believe our next meeting, I want to say, is the first or second week of January. I believe it's January 8th, and I will send that invite out as well. So, and that is all I have for you. Any other questions, comments, announcements before we wrap?
I don't have anything today.
Yep, I don't have anything either. Also, thank you for the update. That was something I was going to ask.
Yeah, absolutely. So I will let you know as soon as I know. But yeah, appreciate you all. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.